going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Lone Wolv Podcast. I'm your host, Wolvsen, and today's episode, we got a special guest in the building. But before we get to that person, big shout out to everybody. Happy New Year to everyone. Welcome to 2021. I know I haven't posted an episode at the first week of January. I was just off, had a little vacation with the family, and just need to unplug myself. Now I'm back at the game, and let's go on with the show. So today's episode, we got a special guest, the one and only VixenJ. She is well known in the promoting companies like Apex and Vertex, and she's also a part owner of the EON network, which is a very well-known, prestigious promotion company here in South Florida that handles a lot of the EDM scene's highest music shows, such as any of the festivals that comes over here, or even on the club scenes like Treehouse and Club Saints and such, you know. I had to bring her over because I wanted to let the whole world what is to become a female promoter in this misogynistic industry that we deal with every day, and what's her perspective in all this, and how she deal with all the crap and mumbo jumbo nonsense that we have to deal with. And as well, how she come up to be a promoter from what it was to be just a natural raver to a promoter. And we also had a nice conversation of our little nerd talking, in which we got into what was her favorite character when she was growing up, what's her favorite shows, her favorite movies and whatnot. And we just went on a rabbit hole about that stuff. And it was a very good conversation. And I intend to emphasize this a lot. Like, I recommend people watching this episode or even listen to this episode for the audio audiences. It's very revealing, and there's a lot of good insights that might help out if you're in a similar position as she was. Now she's conquering the South Florida scene in the promotion game, one step at a time, as well as a cosplayer. Did my microphone just went down? It did. Stay there. There you go. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, and one of the things that it was that we wanted to know what she is, what she does inside the business, what she does outside of the business, and as well what it's like to be a cosplayer. It's not very easy, but she does enjoy it and she loves doing it. So be sure to like and subscribe to your weekly episodes at the Lone Wolv Podcast for SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and of course the YouTube channel at lonewolfpod.com. That's lonewolfpod.com, where you can check all my latest episodes. You can also follow me at any of my social medias and my Twitch channel at Wolvsen Music, for where you can see all my latest episodes, my recent updates, any small little clips and whatnot. If you guys got any topics that you want me to cover, be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notification, and comment down below on every episode, or hit me up, DM me, just tell me, hey, can you talk about this? Can we bring this topic into the podcast? Absolutely. I'll be more than happy to listen to your voice. This podcast is designed for you guys. So I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you guys want me to bring to the show. Now, without further ado, let's get started. This is the Lone Wolv Podcast. Boom! Jeez, I don't know where Jessie is, but hopefully she'll come around. If she doesn't, that's fine. It'll be just a you and me interview. That's fine by me, you know. I got no problems with that, you know.
I'm ready.
So, well, I'll tell you what, Fitz. We've been ready.
We've been ready.
We've been talking for just a little intro right there, just to get the ball rolling. But right now, we're just going to go a little bit of the nitty gritty stuff. So we're just going to go. Well, first things first, welcome to the show, the Lone Wolv Podcast. Absolutely.
It's about time you had the female perspective.
Yes. And you know what? I'm happy that it's you. Of all the females that I know that works in the industry, I'm happy that you are the first one in my show, you know? And it's something that I always wanted to bring into the show eventually, you know. I never knew how sooner or later was going to happen, but I did have it on my notes and on my clip notes and on my list of episodes that I got scheduled for the year and next year.
Ah, nice.
So you know how well prepared I am, you know. That's how serious I am with this podcast, you know.
And I love it. I actually love watching all of your podcasts.
Oh, thank you very
I
much.
love
I
it.
appreciate that. All the support I can get. It means a lot.
Always. You know, I've always been your number one fan. Always.
That is true. That is true. Even on our DJ days, you were always my number one fan. That's absolutely true. There's nobody, even on the group chats and anything else. There's nothing. You always been there, and you always had supported me no matter what, and I always appreciate that. I don't know if I always
course.
tell you this, but I really do. Even back then and today, I still do.
No, I mean, we started off as a little family. We'll go back since 2014.
Jeez.
So it was you.
Wow, that far along.
Yeah. So it was you on Andres.
Yes.
It was Audigy. It was Big and Slim.
Yes.
And that was it. You guys are like my little brothers. And I was like the mama bear, of committee, always looking out for you guys. And like every time Andres played clutch, which I love him, I always go out there showing, his hat and his logo. Same thing with Audigy, so you guys are like my little bros. Throw in there Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler's my little brother too. So
Nightcrawler. Shout out to all those guys, man.
Yeah.
It's been that far from it.
We were the original promo ninjas.
That name will never go away. I think that's something that you need to get tatted for everybody who was part of that. Oh my God. And that was something that I was telling Phil on the previous episodes, that the first time that I met you guys was that day on the block party, on the Diplo block party. And I was just a newcomer. I didn't know who I was with. I'm just trying to do some hours because I'm new to Miami. I don't know anybody. I don't know who to or where to sell tickets.
Right.
I was trying to get my name up. And then when I met you guys and the rest of the game, it became the whole promo ninja squad, And that was very funny.
And I was the only girl. I was the only girl with you guys. And
were you?
Yeah, and I was the only girl that actually walked the streets with you guys, throwing flyers, promoting. I was the first original girl. I was the first one.
Oh wow. I don't remember that part.
There were girlfriends that would like hang out, but like originally promoting, it was me. I was the first girl.
Absolutely. Then in that case, because later on people just decided to come along with us, come join the little group that we have ourselves, and then we form ourselves a little family between us. But yeah, you were the only girl. Because I don't remember anyone else that day that was street promoting with us. It was like a couple of hours. It wasn't just like, do 2 hours and that's it. Like, no, we
walked. We walked all of Fort Lauderdale.
Yes. All of freaking Fort Lauderdale.
All of Fort Lauderdale.
That downtown Fort Lauderdale was pretty huge. And it was my first time ever going there. And then obviously the block party was just huge. Streets were closed. And then we're in all the midst of these street fly-ins, going to the parking lots. God, that was a lot of, now I'm remembering, that was a lot of flyers that we burned down like thousands of flyers. As soon as Manny came around with the boxes,
with the second box, because we told him we had run out of the first one. So we met up with him like at a corner, like I think it was like a Burger King or something, and he pops up out of nowhere with another box. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? We just did 3 hours.
Yo, Manny was wild. That's true.
I love Manny.
Oh,
he took the first picture of me dressed as a unicorn in EDC Orlando, and he dubbed me the Unicorn Queen ever since that day. That is like my favorite picture, and I'll send it to you if you want.
No, absolutely.
I'm all in my unicorn gear, and like some guy had like an inflatable unicorn costume. So you see me in the picture just giving a kiss to the actual unicorn, and he dubbed me the Unicorn Queen.
Was that picture? Was that the picture that was posted on the Insomnia pages on EDC?
Yes, Pasquale posted that picture.
Bro, you're famous.
I know. I'm a little local celebrity.
Hey, I've seen on those festivals when people showed up and they're all dressed like in their own cosplay raver styles, guys, and then people out of nowhere is like, "Oh my god, you're so and so! Oh
I
my
get that a
god, you're
lot.
sappy!
I
You're
get that a
my
lot.
favorite!" All that.
The scary part that it's when it hit me how open my life is and how people, I mean, not to sound like, oh my God, I'm VixenJ and everybody knows me. Not like that at all. But you don't realize how much people know of your life that you don't know.
Right.
I remember in 2015 at EDC Orlando, I was watching Carnage and the Asian train just happened to come in front of me and a guy that was jumping landed right on my foot. So I broke my ankle.
I remember.
It was so bad. It was so bad. And Phil, he's like, walk it off. We have VIP. Walk it off. And like, I couldn't. So I ended up in the ENT tent and they had to put ice on my foot. It was so bad. But even still after that, we went to the after party at Guild. That did not stop me at all. But so whatever, it was a little short story on Instagram. My little circle knew about it. So then at another event, some girl comes up and she's like, oh my God, you're VixenJ. I'm like, yeah, hi, what's up? She goes, how's your foot? I'm like, what?
How do you know about my foot?
Like, what do you mean? She's like,
what's the meaning of this?
She's like, yeah, I heard that some guy broke your foot in EDC or other, but the story that she heard was not even what happened. She heard that a guy got in a fight with Phil, and then in the middle of the shuffle, my foot got broken. No, that's not what happened.
Yo, that's a dangerous thing. How misinformation comes out.
I know that's not what happened. And then there was another incident. I was, I'm working at a club that I work at.
Yeah.
I'm standing outside waiting for one of my VIP clients with the bouncer. And a girl walks in and she's like, oh, I'm VixenJ. I'm one of your promoters. And I'm here looking at her. And the bouncer's looking at her. And he's like, really? You're VixenJ? She's like, yeah, I'm fucking VixenJ. She's like, that's funny as fuck because she's VixenJ. Go make the fucking line.
Yo! Did I forget about that part?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you mentioned it, but yo, that's wild.
That was crazy. And so this is why I post more selfies of me on Instagram. So people know that. Yeah.
Oh my God. You should have played it. You guys should have played it a little bit longer. It's like, yeah, you're VixenJ.
Yeah, you're Vixen. Holy shit. Let's take a selfie, bitch.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like, yeah. So where you from? Arkansas. Really?
Oh shit. Damn, girl.
Wow, Arkansas. I thought she's from South Florida. Who would have thought Arkansas? Wow.
He felt so stupid.
You know how many times I've seen people doing that in the clubs? Like they're misleading their
all the time.
That's insane. Even when I was working at the Clevelander, as I'm an audio tech, so I'm nothing to do with the security guards or the entrance or getting in and out of the entrance. But I'll tell you this. That cute story. It was one of those weekday nights that I had to work at the night shift, and I was talking with one of the security guards, and he and I were homies. He's from Puerto Rico as well, so we had a lot of things in common. But he's never lived in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So I've been in Puerto Rico my whole life, and then this group of family, I'm telling you, a family come in, showing their IDs. It's like, all right, cool, because we know it's a family because the mama and the papa were there and the kids were there.
Okay.
You know how I know that the kids had a fake ID? And you know how I know they're not Puerto Ricans? And I swear to God, this is not discriminatory. I'm not saying it because of the looks, but I know my people. I know how they look. They look very Central American.
Okay, so not Puerto Rico.
Not Puerto Rico.
Got it.
That's as far as I can tell you. They look. I was like, okay, wow, okay. All the parents have different IDs. And then the kids had two other kids had IDs from Puerto Rico. So it's like, all right, I don't know. Okay.
No.
And then my security guy said, he's like looking at the ID. And he looked at me and it's like, yo, is this legit? This is a Puerto Rican ID? So I look at it. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a Puerto Rican ID and that's fake.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell because I had it before. I know how it looks. And I asked them, yo, so you're from Puerto Rico, huh? I told them in Spanish, obviously. I go, oye,
Yeah,
¿tú eres de qué parte de la isla tú eres?
Yeah.
They were like,
No,
huh? They were like, de la isla. It's like, okay, yeah, from the island. Which part?
Which one?
And they say, I know that specific part of the island. And I know those people.
Oh, no.
So as soon as I know that he's not from that island, because immediately they would have told me instead of telling me the name, most of the islanders would tell me, oh, I'm from the south side of the island or from the east side of the island, north side.
Right.
Oh, I'm from one of the islands outside of the island. They usually don't tell me.
Right.
As soon as he told me the island, that the part of the island was he from, it's like, oh, so you know so-and-so. It's like, yeah, I know that guy.
Mi primo, yeah.
Yeah, ese primo. Yo, I told him, like, yo, these are fake IDs.
They're fake.
They're fake IDs. Don't let them. So they took those two IDs and tell us, like, all right, guys, have a good night.
Right.
They almost had a fight with us.
Sure.
They like the whole family almost were ready to go down with us. And I'm like, yo. Let me tell you straight up. I'm from the island. You guys ain't from the island. Your accent is not from the island. That's how I know you ain't Puerto Ricans. So get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. And they were ready. It's like, no, we'll give us our IDs back. It's like, they're fake. We're allowed to keep them.
Yeah.
In fact, you want them back? There's 2 cups right there in front of us. Tell them to give it back to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they start. That's when they start dropping F-bombs in Spanish and then they walk away. They're like, It's like, all right, bet. I see this shit all the time in the Cleveland. They're including Space, Heart Nightclub. What was the other? Steam. Damn. You know, Steam, I've only been there 2 times.
I lived there.
I know. I know that one night, Giancarlo's tried to kick me out.
No shit. John Carlos? He's the nicest guy ever.
Because he didn't know who I was. And it was my first night. And I told him, it's like, oh, hey, I work under Lucho. I have my GoPro because I'm doing this for Lucho. I'm with Phil and Vixen.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's like, get this guy out of my sight.
Ooh.
Since then, I was like, God damn, bro. I bet. As soon as he kicked me out, Lucho came inside. He's like, what are you doing outside? It's like, no, this Giancarlo dude kicked me out. I don't know what I did. I just say, like, yo, I'm with this people.
Right.
I'm with you. And Lucho's like,
get in.
Get in. Where's you want to get the VIP? Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
He can't say shit to you anymore. It's like, God damn, all right. Man, that's what's up. Yo, so those Steam days, I only done it twice, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Everything else was just Heart Nightclub when it started.
Before Heart, it was Bekoi.
What was it?
Bekoi, Bekoi.
The Koi.
Yeah. So before Heart, that was the name. Same owner, I'm assuming. They just changed the name. And then, okay, so we started off at Steam.
Right.
And then from Steam, we went to Bekoi. Then it became Heart. Then from Heart, we went to Factory. And then everything just got shut down. And now we're back at Treehouse. But not under Humans Alike. We're working specifically with Apex and Treehouse.
Ep36 and Vertates, right?
Yeah.
And damn, those days in that area itself. What was the one that's too hard? I know that was they make that one, but
it was Space, Heart, and then it was the old Space for Nocturnal, but it was always empty. Oh no, wait, the hangar.
The hangar. That's the one. That was the one that we're always in competition with. Always in competition. And I remember they tell me it's like, oh, fuck the hangar. Make sure everybody goes to Space or Hard Night. Cause like,
yeah,
okay, so
well, it's a different
fuck
crowd.
You guys.
It's. I mean, I had a couple of clients that liked that music because it was the dirty trap, the dirty dubs, and
yeah, that's what was the main focus in the hangar.
It was very like mosh pitty, very grungy. Not me. I mean, I survived a mosh pit once and never again.
Where were you in the mosh pit?
Okay, so short story.
Yeah.
We were at the hangar, actually.
Hmm.
And it was Bear Grylls.
Ah.
And love Bear Grylls. Awesome guy. So since I was there with Howard and Andres and all these people, I was able to go backstage and hang out and take videos and whatnot of him. But then I went back to VIP and I tell Phil, man, I want to do my first mosh pit. I think it's going to be safe because it's not a big area, right? And Phil just looks at me. He's like, you want to do a mosh pit? I'm like, yeah, I want to do a mosh pit. He's like, all right. So as soon as Bear Grylls says, let's open up the mosh pit, what does Phil do?
No, he did not.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I see guys going like this and girls going like this. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? And then guys punching girls, girls punching girls. I mean, like, what the fuck? So I turn around and I go to Phil, let me in. He's like, no,
you wanted a mosh pit.
Mosh pit. Like, let me back in. So he finally opened the rope to VIP and he pulled me back up. It was bad.
Your first experience in a mosh pit. You wanted a mosh pit? Well, you got the real one.
No, and during that whole mass chaos of people just running and pushing each other, some guy, mind you, I'm 5'4", all right, big ass fucking burly man, grabs me by my waist and he goes, you want to fly? I'm like, nah, let me go.
Like, well, this is your shot. I mean, this is what you wanted.
No.
But you asked for it.
No, I know. I just didn't think he was going to come fly.
Do you have any other crazy stories like that besides the mosh pit, the train, and the injury and the flying?
I have so many fucking stories. Imagínate, I've been doing this since 2014. So you see a lot, you hear a lot, you experience a lot, and you have shit. You remember that one time, like, yeah, bitch, I was there.
So you're basically like the what's it called? The
matriarch promoting.
Well, I will call you the matriarch, but I was gonna say you're like the crash test dummy for all the new things that you want to try.
I am, and the thing is that I'm a Libra, so we tend to be clumsy by nature.
I'm clumsy by nature, and I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah, my daughter's a Scorpio. She's clumsy too. Yeah.
There you go.
I feel you.
Scorpion. So what actually prompted you to become a promoter to begin with? Like, how did it all started for you to be like, I want to be part of this?
So which I still am. I'm friends with Andre Sky. Well, that's not his name anymore. Now he has another DJ name.
Alias. Okay.
So he was like, you party in the scene a lot. You're super cute. Why don't you just make money, while you're partying? So he kind of sort of like swayed me into committee. He was the one that got me into committee. And then I started working, then I started dating Phil. And then I'm like, yo, you're a DJ, you like EDM. Why don't you just come and check this out? So I guess it's kind of like the Herbalife pyramid scheme. Andre
Good
brought me
Lord.
Phil?
It's like, yeah, come over here. And if you do come here, then you're going to have this much. And then after you have this much, then they're going to have this much. And then you get this much.
And then after 4 drink tickets, you get a VIP band. And after a VIP band, you get to fucking play, nigga.
Bro, I remember those.
That's how it started.
Jeez, so it all started because you were just having fun, and all of a sudden they persuade you to become a promoter. And now this is something that you do for a living. I mean,
yeah. And I'm happy to say and proud to say that EON has been nominated top promoters year after year after year. Our numbers speak for themselves, not talking shit out of my ass. We kill it. Every event we kill, we do our best.
Kudos.
Our clients know for years after year that every party that we promote is worth going to. If it's something that we don't think it's safe or something shady, we don't partake in it.
Right.
So our clients know for a fact that if EON put their stamp on it, you're going to have a fucking great time.
And that's years of reputation. How long you and Phil were partners in this whole promoter industry?
Since the beginning. Since the beginning. I helped him rebuild the brand Elements of Night.
Right. Why? So and you guys only started out with just like the underground music, like the tech house, the trance, and the technos, like that. Right. And what progressed you guys to go and tackle other genres and other shows or festivals?
Our clients. So our client base was pretty much growing. So they're like, we don't like trance. We don't like tech house. What do you have for me? I like, drum and bass. I like psytrance. So we're like, well, okay, well then I think it's time for us to expand our venues.
Yeah.
So we started like talking to other event coordinators that were providing what our clients needed. So now we went from tech house trance to tech trance, pretty much everything.
Now you basically cover everything.
Yeah, we even cover Scarlets and Tootsies. Throw that in the mix.
Boy, do I have a story that you are very well known.
Stories at Scarlet's too.
The best story I ever had from Scarlet, and it's the first and only because
my God, when the stripper stole all your money.
Yeah, because I didn't know what was happening. She invited me back and she was just doing her thing in the strip pole and I didn't, and I know she's not from the States because she had an accent. And instead of saying like, do you want to continue? She was saying, do you like it? I was like, yeah, I like this.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. And we've been doing this for a long time. Then all of a sudden, it's like, okay, time for me to head out. I was like, oh, okay. So how much?
So she pretty much owned you for the night.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like, all right, so I got a couple of, how much is like, I'll give you 35 or I got 60 right here. I'll give you the 60. It's like, oh, it's 235. I'm like,
yeah. Well, here's a trick though. Tip. They play EDM there. You're a DJ.
Yeah.
How long are the EDM songs?
Like 3 minutes or so.
3 to 5.
Yeah.
She's charging you per dance. So.
Oh, that bitch.
Yeah.
That bitch.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a code in which she had to say, do you want to continue or like, do you want to stop?
She kept asking you, do you like it? Yes.
That's not the same thing as do you want to continue? That's two different words. Like, do you like something? I like apples and oranges. Yes. Do you want to continue eating apples and oranges? No, I don't want to continue eating apples and oranges.
See, that's why I like sitting in the skybox. They don't bother you. When they do, I need to stop calling it. I call it the whole train. It's really called Showtime. They do it every hour on the hour. That's how long I know I've been there. I count the whole trains. I'm like, wait, and I go to Phil. We've been here 5 hours. We need to go home.
How many trains are there?
Throughout the whole night. They do it every hour on the hour. And the reason why they do this is because if you're sitting in the skybox, or also people sitting on the floor, they bring the girls out, they parade them around, and you tell your server which girl you liked, and then they bring her to you. She dances, she hangs out with you, she does a dance for you in the front or in the back room. And then once you're done, that's it. She's gone. She can't bother you anymore unless you request for her to stay with you the rest of the night.
Shit, I didn't even get my pee-pee touch.
Dude, you need to go back with me. I'll make it happen.
No, I'm with my girl now.
Oh, she could go. Scarlett's is girl friendly.
She is. All right, so you know that I'm the DJ. I'm the guy that socializes, and I'm the guy who's like out there for the party. She's like the opposite of me, but somehow she and we're connected.
You guys are adorable together.
Thank you. Have you seen pictures of us in Facebook?
Of course, I've seen pictures of you guys.
Thank you. She's actually what I needed. Like I needed somebody to pull the brakes on me before I continue on and doing other crazy shit, but she's very supportive. I love her very much,
Good.
Shout out to you, babe, if you're listening.
Ay, qué lindo.
Yeah, she once in a while listens to my podcast. Only the times when I tell her it's like, oh yeah, I mentioned you. Oh, what did you say?
Oh, what did you say?
What did you say? Well, go listen to the podcast. She's like,
hi.
I want you to tell me what you said.
Ay, qué linda.
She's like, okay, I told you about this, and that. And then she like, I love you.
How cute is that?
Yeah. never in my life wherever I thought that I'll be this cute and cuddly type, you know?
Oh, it's amazing what a good girl could do to a guy.
Absolutely. And I'm super grateful every day to have her in my life, you know? Very supportive. She's very fun, intelligent, you know, funny, silly. It was like, it's everything that a man could ever ask for, you know? And
Ay, qué lindo.
I'm
My
just-
heart, I'm jelly right now.
so I'm very happy. And she's not into the whole EDM thing.
Right.
But I mean, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna expect anybody to like what I do for a living. I mean, I did give her some songs that I know that she may like, and now
Okay.
I'm like, okay, little by little, I'm
Of course. I mean, once she experiences her first festival and once she experiences it like in the real, she'll fall in love with it for sure.
yeah.
For
I mean,
sure.
it's kind of hard because she doesn't really like the future bass style, and that's like the most melodic and happy style.
Maybe
there's-
she likes the trance and then slowly but surely move her into the side trance.
I'm putting her like a lot of I'm randomly when she's around, I'll put her some songs, and this is like, oh my god, this song is amazing. And
Who's this?
but
Who's
obviously
that?
I've heard of it. I've heard of
Obviously.
it. So I just looked at dummy and says like, oh my god, this song, and I just put her DJ Snake song.
You went with Snake?
Well, he
That's
actually
like
has
level
some
5.
happy. He has some happy music, like a different way.
Okay.
So obviously, I show her the music video, which
I
is
would start her with Cosmic Gate. I love Cosmic Gate.
Cosmic
Or
Gig is a
Seven
little
Lives.
bit too, I don't know, a little bit too hard for her to start.
Really?
But it's
Okay.
very
Armin?
random how I actually get her to some of this stuff because I got her into Avicii.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one.
Yeah. And
That's a
then
good-
I
that's a
got
good
her
first
into
step.
Kygo.
I
with
love
his,
Kygo.
with his tropical stuff, you
I
know.
could
So
listen to
I
him
think she
all
liked
day.
more that tropical vibe and very soft and
So
melodic.
she likes the chill vibe. So she's basically the girl that will go to the pool parties during Miami Music Week.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, she
Cool.
loves country music.
Oh no.
Now I know I hate it. I hate it to my core. But
Wow.
she likes it. I support her because
Of course.
when I put my music and she's like,
What would I see?
if it makes you happy, baby.
I love her.
Just
I
like,
love
oh my
her.
god, I put her some Excision shit.
You went with Excision. Oh my God, pobrecita. No.
She looked at me like,
That's too hard. I would have gone with Ghastly. Ghastly's like 2 levels down from Excision.
ooh, good point. I should have started with. Well, I was just listening. It was just randomly, and I showed her like, baby, this is how I do it in the festivals. Every time I DJ, this is like, oh,
Did she see
And
your
she's
Did
like-
you see your video when you opened up for Yellow Club?
oh, I've shown her all the videos. I showed her. Let me tell you, we met on a dating website, Match.com.
Look at that.
and when we started going out, like by the time it's our third or fourth date or something.
Uh,
So we added each other on Facebook,
okay.
and our fourth day, I believe that's where we went to Ale House. I believe we started eating there because he's vegan, so she
Okay.
can only eat vegan stuff, and
Okay.
that's what she was like. I have to tell you something, and I was like, yeah, sure. What's up? She's like, I saw your Facebook profile, and you have like 1,000 people.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm big shit, honey.
Very much. It's like, and she got spooked about it because she
Really?
thought,
Oh, because she's like a private. See, that's the thing. Now that I'm single, I've dated, I've gone out on dates, but guys that are not in my world or they're not into the scene, they don't get it. They don't understand
right,
who Vixen is. They don't understand that if I have huge clients in my VIP, I need to go out and host them. Or they don't understand if one of my DJ friends are playing, I have to be there to support them. They don't understand it. Like they will get it like for the first couple of days, I guess. And then they'll be like, yo, I can't. And then when they will finally realize who VixenJ is, they will kind of just like walk away. Like they did not want to be part of that open,
right.
not celebrity style, because I'm not, but I am well known and they didn't feel comfortable with that. So the person that I'm seeing now, we've agreed to keep it private for now, which I appreciated because we're getting to know Jeanette and himself.
Yes.
It's not Vixen and his name.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. So I love the fact that we're getting to know each other as persons, because as soon as it comes out, because I'm sure eventually it's going to come out if everything still keeps going the way that it is, all eyes are going to be on us, and it's going to be a lot of pressure, I'm thinking. And learning from my past experience with Phil, our relationship was so open that everybody knew about the separation. Everybody, like, if they will see his profile pictures on dating profiles, they'll be like sending it to me, or I don't want to go through that anymore. Like, I like the fact that I'm having this little moment of privacy with this person.
Yeah.
You know, and then when we have a strong foundation, I guess, then we're ready to tell the world, hey guys, you know, we're together.
Yeah.
But dating, like, and I hear you, like, dating someone that's not into the scene, it's not easy.
No, it's not.
It's not.
She was spooked. She was spooked overall. But what's amazing about her is that she was understanding. And I did tell her from the get-go, it's like, hey, I'm a DJ. I actually do DJ. I do this for a living. I produce music. I release some labels. I work with artists.
People know you.
Yeah, people know me. But she never knew to what far extent.
To what extent? Yeah, same with me.
So
they're like, oh, she's just a promoter. No, there's
she's just more than that.
It's a lot more.
Yeah. So she was kind of spooked. The idea is like, oh my God, you got this fan base. You got a lot of followers. You got a lot of friends. So it's like, yeah, basically it's over the years I've worked and this is who I am. This is what I do. And obviously it gotta concern her because it's like, what are you thinking about the future? And she told me, like, I'm planning to do this in my future. And this is like, what are you planning? And I told her, Sarah, it's like, you know what? I love the DJ life. I love the production life, but I don't see it as a long-term thing, more of a short-term. It was the here and there. And then I had a great time. I'm not over it, but I'm just happy that I went through it.
You moved on. You're on a second level of your life right now.
Exactly. And I got a bigger goal and a bigger picture in my head that I want to continue to pursue. For instance, this.
Of course.
And
who knows? Maybe next year you'll be interviewing Diplo or you know, Armin. Who knows?
Who knows? You know.
Who knows? Maybe Vixen could get you backstage and you could do, you know, on location interviews.
Hey, I'll get whatever cameras I got right here or whatever phones, microphones.
But you gotta promise me one thing. I could be your co-host.
Absolutely. It'll be dope. If you get me one of those interviews, get yourself over here and help me out do this interview.
You got it.
But yeah, like one of my homies was telling me that on a couple of episodes, it's like, you know, like not many people are very determined to do stuff like that. And you never know what happens here in a year, 2, 5. Like you can actually say like, I did this.
For
and
sure.
I'm doing
Absolutely.
this.
Absolutely. So, like my years of stalking Steve Aoki, I've met him 5 times.
5 times. And I never knew to what extent you were a Steve Aoki fan until I saw you getting caked at her.
I got caked. I met him several occasions. He remembers me. He knows me. Like we back and forth with Didmock. So yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, hopefully I can get this much more moving and I can actually go out on a larger scale and get interviews with all of these.
Manifest it to the universe and it'll come.
Yes, absolutely. So, I mean, and the story is like she was just spooked and then she got to the understanding part. It's like, I understand, you know, like this is who you are. This is how you are. And she's happy with it, you know, and I'm happy that the fact that she accept me for who I am.
That's the most important part.
Yeah, not trying to change me to something that I'm not, and I'm not happy about it.
And that would even make the relationship last because you're being something that you're not, so you can't be genuine to the relationship.
Right, right. And especially since we're just like a year and a half apart from each other. So we actually have almost the same mindset of what we want of our lives. We're not here to fuck around and do other dumb shit. Like, no, we don't got time for this. Like, we're here to make a living, move forward, achieve our goals, and let's go for it. Let's support each other. Let's go.
Of
Let's do this.
course.
Now we
You're
don't
a
got time for
team.
that whole like, oh my God, like you don't pay attention to me now, blah blah blah. It's like, no, bro. Like I'm achieving my goal. Are you achieving your goal?
That's just it. That's just it. The person that I'm seeing now, we give each other a space. I understand he's busy. He's very busy.
Yeah.
I'm busy as well because not only do I have elements of night, but I have a day job as well.
Yeah,
You know?
same.
So, and then I started going back to school for law. I'm getting my BA in law. So,
Oh, congratulations.
thank you. So we understand each other's. I'm not that needy girl. I'm not that, oh my God, where are you? You're not texting me. You're probably fucking another. No, no. There's no need for that. He's busy. I'm busy. When we talk, we talk. When we can see each other, we take the time and we see each other. We give each other our space. Now, there are times where like I tend to run off with my schedule or vice versa. And then I'll get are you a live text? I'm like, hey, oh my God, hey, hi. But I mean, that's it. I mean, if you guys have goals and you guys have things that keep you busy outside of the relationship, there's no need for that. Oh, where are you? You didn't talk to me. You didn't like my picture. Like, no.
And sometimes she does it. Sometimes she's like that, but then she pulls back. It's like, you're right. I'm sorry. I was just I didn't heard from you all day. It's like, you know what? My
she
bad.
Was worried.
Yeah, she's worried.
Yeah,
so she does, but she does it in the most worrisome way. It's like, I'm sorry, I haven't heard from you all day. I don't mean to. And she's very respectful, and my parents, they love her.
Oh, I'm sure. I miss your parents, by the way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I miss visiting them at the Viceroy.
Which is now called the W.
I heard.
Yeah.
How did they feel about that? Did they like that?
They were like, we're not gonna live here anymore, so you're on your own. No, but right now, like we moved in another place here in, I'm not gonna say the name.
No, of course not.
Full disclosure. But it's around here. It's around here,
That's all that matters. But dude, when they come back down, I want to see them, man. I miss your mom.
Mama's a very funny, handful person. Yes.
Love her.
And of course, everybody loves my mom. I was like, okay, what about me? What the fuck? I'm here,
We love you too, Beto, but I love your mom.
Anyways, let's move on.
Back to the interview. Yes. Before I start asking you questions when I'm the one getting interviewed.
Hey, I mean, I guess it's called bad habits. Like,
right?
I mean, you're not used to this,
No, I'm not. So fire away. Go ahead.
What's next? Another thing I always wanted to ask you, like, obviously from becoming a promoter, you're also a raver. Like, you actually gone to festivals and shows and as a raver, as a civilian, as we call it.
As a regular, normal, general admission person.
Yes. What actually inspired you more to be more than just being a raver and be part of the music industry and do more?
The money was nice. The money initiative was nice. The fact that if I promoted and I made a lot of sales, I get perks like in VIP or backstage, that motivated you. But can I be honest?
Mm-hmm.
I was having this conversation with someone the other day. I go, I miss not being behind the scenes. Like I miss getting ready, hyping up myself to see my friends, my favorite DJ at a venue and not have to worry if my VIPs are going to make it on time, or if my guest list is active, or if my promo code, like, I hate that. I hate the fact that I go out to an event and I'm working 90% of the time, but I'm not really enjoying the event. So I miss not being part of the behind the scene, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because I'm kind of the opposite. So once I'm in the scene, I want to be as much part of the backstage or VIP as possible because I cannot handle the masses all around me.
No, for sure. But you're coming from a different perspective. You're coming in as a DJ,
right?
Music technical engineer person.
Yes.
I came into this world as an actual ticket purchasing general admission.
Right.
fan.
Got it. Yeah.
You get? So I leveled up from being a fangirl to actually being in the business. And it's not bad. I love it because I've learned so much and I've met so many people in the industry. But I do miss having to go to an event and not worry about the behind the scene situation. Not that long ago, we had Doombrewski at Treehouse for Christmas. And I was actually in the front. I was vibing with my friends, whatever. But my phone was blowing up. Hey, I'm at the line, let me in. Or, hey, I'm at VIP right now, but can we purchase another bottle? Or, hey, something, something, something. So I was running basically from the stage, looking at the DJ to, tending to my clients. So I kind of killed it for me.
So it's that job aspect that sometimes, that ruins the fun just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the only way I'll be able to enjoy it as a fan, I call them general admissions. The only way I get to enjoy it as a general admission person is if it's an event that I'm not working and I'm not involved with. That would be the only way.
That's how I go by now. I'm not going to any show at all unless I know I'm in the list and I know I get in for free and I'm with the person that got me into. Like I'm not doing any job. So and it's funny. There's only 2 shows and usually it happens Miami Music Week. The Nitty Gritty show. Shout out to my boy Ricky. Like I always go in with him because he's one of my closest friends, and I put him. No, not even put him. I teach him how to DJ before he took off, and I was with him when he was starting up. So obviously, I'm very good friends with him. When his crew, well, most of his crew, his first manager, not the second manager. He has 2. I always go to him just to support him. It's like I'm there to support it, just to show my face. It's like, yo, bro, I'm here. Have fun, kill it. When he's on, awesome, that was dope. All right, I'm out. I'm gonna go.
Not only that, but I'm sure as a DJ, seeing familiar faces in the crowd or behind you makes you feel so much better. Just standing there and seeing random strangers that you don't know.
Yeah. That kind of happened to me on 2 occasions before COVID. I think it was 2019. It happened to me 2 occasions. First occasion was the Disciple show. And not everybody was allowed to go in except for me because I know Mode Step, Josh and Pat. Shout out to those brothers. And I think it was a homie of mine. It was just me and my homie the whole time enjoying the show. And then he had to go because he had to work, but I want to stay to see their set.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then the second occasion was on a space jet in which that same homie is doing a back-to-back with another one, with Mikey Barenche on a space jet on the local site. And I was there by myself.
Yeah.
Big and Slim were there. But they were there, they left. They were there, they left. Yeah. Obviously to support our homie. But I wasn't with them vibing and doing this shit. I was by myself the whole time, So those were the only occasions in which I felt like like I wish this is the part in which I wish I'm actually in the backstage. Like just hands chilling right there. Because at least in the backstage, there's not that many people like headbutting and doing other crazy shit. There's just people businessing and doing that shit, and I can mingle. I can easily just mingle. After I get a few drinks, I'll start mingling around. It's like, hey, what's your name? Oh, so and so. Nice to meet you, man. I do this, and that, or you do this. That's how. That's how it goes, and I think that's why I guess it's what you say, because I'm a DJ. I prefer more the whole VIP and backstage side more than the general admission because I appreciate more on that part. And I'm always doing networking. I'm always doing something. I need to be doing something. And it's hard to network with somebody that's in the crowd headbutting the whole time. So it's like, hey, so what do you do?
It's funny.
Nice. Yeah. All right. I'm with you on that. What?
No.
Okay, I'm out.
No, but you see, that's where I meet my clients. That's where I meet my new followers at. It's in the actual, but okay. So I'm backstage. I love being backstage. Don't get me wrong. Right. I love taking the videos. Like, yeah, I'm backstage. Da, da, da. I love being in VIP. Don't get me wrong. But I love being in the crowd. And like for a couple of minutes, just forget that I'm VixenJ. I'm just Jeanette in the crowd, vibing with these strangers to the same music. And I always say it, festivals and events, you walk in as strangers, but you leave as friends. because one way or another, you're always going to connect with that person, whether via Instagram, a text, Snapchat, whatever. I have a lot of people that I've met years still as my followers, friends, and now clients. Perfect example. I'm going to throw her name because I fucking love her. Martini Boom. She is my favorite. She started off as my follower, my client, and now she's my favorite Ray babe. We go out together all the time. I love her. So those connections, I love. I love being in the crowd for those connections. Now, being backstage, it has its perks. You network, you throw your company name, you connect with more events. But I, coming in as the raver, miss that aspect. Now that I'm in the actual industry side.
I can say that I had experience being a raver, but I was never into it. And I think it's because I've always been the DJ.
Right.
Like for 15 years, I've always been the DJ. So I always go with the mentality of a DJ.
Right, of course.
So like having that raver style never actually quite fit in to me.
Right.
And maybe I could have appreciated more if I hadn't had that mentality,
Exactly.
Because there's sets in which I'm like, holy shit, this is nasty. I love this. Oh my God, it's beautiful and all this stuff. But it's everything in the backstage. I never do appreciate it when I'm in the crowd. I don't know. I never knew. Maybe it's because that aspect of mentality. Maybe it's because I'm also like the type of guys I don't need 200 people around me. Get away from me.
Yeah.
And it's not. I'm not claustrophobic at all. I just don't like. I don't like your skin touching my skin and then your skin touching my skin. Again, it's not claustrophobic or being germaphobe. It's just like, dude, can I at least have my little space, at least personal space, just a little bit,
Know, I love it. I love it.
So it's hard for me to actually appreciate it sometimes, And one that does it very good was Nitty Gritty. Nitty Gritty, whether I remember when I performed by myself on the Borgor show on cinema, he was right there front and center along with the crowd. Yeah. I was like, but he always...
Because he comes from that side. He comes from that side, developed himself into a DJ, I'm assuming.
Well, to be honest, he was never a raver. He's a musician.
Okay.
So he was always a musician. He was always a drummer. And any band that he's ever been, he's always been the drummer guy.
Okay.
And he told me that the reason why he's never most of the time backstage when he has homies playing is because he wants to give them that sort of support.
Of course.
Like, that's my friend up there. I'm going to support. I'm going to go up there and rock with them as well.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, that's what I'm telling you. It makes you feel at home.
Yes.
Because you see familiar faces in the crowd versus just randoms. When Andres played for Ghastly at the venue, not that long ago, Nightcrawler and his entire set, front and center, hyping him up, screaming, clapping, sending videos, because you need that. As is, performing at a venue is nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
You're questioning your set, even though you've practiced and you played it for hours on end. You want to make sure you have the crowd alive and going. So I called Nightcrawler the fluffer. We're the fluffers.
Good Lord.
We're the fluffers.
I have a different meaning of that.
So we're the ones front and center all time. Same thing with Audigy, the same thing with you, the same thing with anybody that we know that's playing. We're going to be front and center showing love and support, because it has to be hard being up there and making sure you're keeping the crowd, engaged with you. I've seen people at the nightclub that they're not interested in what the DJ's playing. They're literally on the phone like assholes in front of the DJ, or looking at their phone, or dude, that's rude as fuck. You don't like it? Get the fuck out. Don't do that, because that's going to psych him out so bad, and it's going to ruin his whole experience.
Right.
So for any club goers or listening to this right now, don't be the fucking douchebag standing in front of the DJ on your fucking phone because you don't like how he's playing. Get the fuck out. Like, point blank. No, get out.
So I'm going to play devil's advocate on this one, because I agree. If I'm seeing like 100 people are having a good time and I see that one dumbass on the
That
phone.
douchebag.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, thank you for ruining my fun. Now I'm playing
Real,
devil's
I mean-
advocate in this part. Like, maybe could it be that maybe that the DJ is not doing its job fully as it should?
Maybe. But the
Mhm.
times that I've experienced,
Mhm.
no.
Okay.
No. It's just the person that, example, Treehouse, before they open the main room back in the day before COVID, they will have the tech house DJs playing in the small room.
Right.
And then the non-tech house people will be douchey, like, you know, because they were just waiting for the main door to open because that's where the trance DJs were playing or another big artist, you know? So like, don't be dicks. Just because you don't like it, be patient. The doors are going to open. Show the same respect to him as you are to the other DJ you want to see. That's all I'm saying. Now, there's a difference, though. If you're in the crowd taking videos, you know, showing pictures, hyping up, I don't care about that. That's fine. Use your phone, record your memories, share them online, you know, share the venue, share the DJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're standing there just because you're being a dick because you're bored, I have an issue with that. And I've told several people off because of that already. Like, no,
Damn.
get the fuck out. No.
No, I know how fire you get. So for you to go to that, it's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
God. And then
Go enjoy the show. What's going on?
Okay, so this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Little Miss America,
Yeah.
I guess, and her little entourage of high-heeled walking giraffes.
Oh, but wait.
How to walk on them.
That's a different. See, that's a different animal because obviously Miss America with her high heel friends are not there for the show or for the DJ.
Shit. And that pisses me
They're
off.
there because the promoters want to bang them. They want to do something, and they're like, "I'll get you for free if you just stand there." So that way, the promoter itself look good and say, like, look at my base, like, yo, look at the gram, the Snapchat, and whatever the fuck TikTok shit.
I can't. And now they're coming up with their phones and like a little flashlight thing.
Oh, I remember. They still do that?
They still do that. So they're standing in front of the DJ. They have no clue who's playing. They don't even know what genre they're playing. I don't care. So they're doing this. Blinding me with their fucking flashlight. Like, bitch, there's a bathroom. Do that. The lighting in there is great. I guarantee it. Get the fuck out. Like, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm ranting. I'm ranting. So if you're those girls, remember this face. I will fucking tell you off. Get the fuck away from me.
Full disclaimer, because I'll feel irresponsible if I don't put this disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Beep, beep.
If you see this beautiful young lady in the clubs and you're doing exactly what she said not to do,
I will tell you off. I will make you feel
just run away. Don't fight her. Run away and say, I'm sorry, and do it somewhere else and do it in the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom. We have the best lighting in there.
Full disclaimer, because she will rip you a new one.
I will.
I'm not inciting violence. I'm putting that disclaimer right now, but a little heads up for all those people.
You know
heads up. Because it will come. It will. The day will come, and people are gonna. I love it when people say, "Oh man, Wilson, what are you talking about? You're talking non-shit, bro. No. You're conspiracy theories, bro. You're so full of shit. Like, you're talking about shit. When the shit happens,
mm-hmm.
Am I talking shit now?
Yep.
And that's what I try to do most of the time. Just give people the whole purpose of this show is to give some advice, guidance.
Well, that's my guidance for the day.
Yeah,
that's my tip.
That's her guidance for the day. Maybe we could.
Oh my God! And don't wear heels if you don't know how to walk on them. You'll be more comfortable in sneakers. I guarantee you that.
Now that's always something I always want to ask. Are clubs do they actually have like
a dress code?
Yeah,
depends where you go. Treehouse is the most laid back club there. You're fine.
So it's okay if a girl comes out, dresses nice, and comes out with her sneakers or jeans and whatnot, and just have a good time.
You're fine. You're one of us. You come in heels and those little strappy dresses. We're like, you're in the wrong place.
And you see that often, huh? Because you're speaking about it.
Not often, because they do get stares. Like, are you an escort? Are you in the wrong club?
Yeah, it's those questions.
Those questions, like,
I see what you are. Okay, that's funny and horrible.
Not hating.
Not
at all.
But just saying, it's like, why are your heels on a? Oh,
I got you, boo.
little under the nose. God, we're such horrible people.
We are. We're going to hell. We probably have a VIP table in hell.
No, I'm a good Catholic boy. I make amends. I apologize at the end of the day. I was like, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Shit.
My table's ready for me. I know it.
Damn. I'll see you from the far distance. Then I'll give you the eye. It's like, yo, what's up? You doing good over there? Yeah, I'm fine. I was like, all right, let me know.